good, everybody? Asia Gaming here. I'm host of the Greenville Blazikins, and this is the OPA Season 1, Week 2 Team Builder versus the New Orlean Pidgeys. The Pidgeys are rocking Drachi, Latios, Infernape, Tokukas, Heracross, Mantine, Jolteon, Rose Red, Honchkrow, Alakazam, Dusknoir, and Skuntank. That's a very, very scary team. And this is going to be hopefully the team that could beat it. Up first, we have Angry, the Extra. I'm going using Iron Head, Earthquake, Rock Slide, Swords Dance. I'm not running Roxton on this mount because if I can get in a position where I can sweep at the very least a few mons, I don't want it to get revolved by Mantine. So I'm rocking Rock Slide over Rapspin. I'm also using Live Warp instead of Steel MZ, which is what I used in the battle. I didn't have that team builder last week, but I used it in the battle, which come in clutch. Looking at his team, I'm not sure if I'm ever going to really need it this week. Because once I set up a Swords Dance, I should be liable just to sweep the majority of his team with this. Plus Life Warp just gives me more hitting power to do so. So yeah. If I feel like I might need it before the battle, I will probably change it, but other than that I might not. Yeah, that's about it, really. Next up is Soul Groper, the Dusclops. If you are, that's like the only good item on Dusclops, really. Will-O-Wisp, Hex, Nightshade, and Pain Split. Hill-Wisp for Mega Heracross and Drachi, really. Other than that, he has mainly special attackers. And potentially it's going to take depending on what each size you're on that, but a Hex for if I can manage to stat at something, I can Hex it, which will do loads of damage, especially on Drachi and Latios. Nightshade for just set damage if I end up on a mon that isn't statused, and I don't really want to status at the time. I can just Nightshade at first set damage, and then Pain Split for recovery. Fairly simple set, really. But hoping just to wall any special hit that comes my way, which is most of his team is special, which is this might be a pivotal mon in the battle. Well, we'll see. Next up, we got Slurpuff. He doesn't really have much for Slurpuff, other than maybe Drachi, so I'm deciding to bring it this week. As a standard, really, Gen 6 set. Citrus Berry, Play Rough, Facade, Drain Punch, and Belly Drum. Pretty standard 6 Gen set. Play Rough for stab, Drain Punch for recovery, Facade for stick case to get status. I like Burn mainly, and Belly Drum for setting up. And hopefully, once I do that, I can get myself in a position where I can just sweep with this thing. Like, it doesn't really have much for it, other than really Drachi. So I just really hope I can get myself in a position where I can sweep. I also has Rose Red as well. So I'll have to play around that as excuse me. Very unprofessional. Alright, well, next up is Emoburb, the Staraptor. I'm running Joy Scarfed for 3 months. We got the Latios, we got the Infernape, and we have the Alakazam, all which outspeed my entire team, basically. Also Drachi speed size, which I don't see him winning max speed, but he always could. I mean, he could always run like Scarf Jirachi with the fucking flinches. We'll see him running that this week though. I mean, he could. We're running Brave Bird for stab, close combat for damage output, U-turn, just so we're not stuck in. We can do damage as we're exiting. Also, it does damage to Latios, which is always nice, and Alakazam, which is also nice. And then we got Defog, Scarf Defog. This is mainly just for getting rid of hazards. That's about it. I don't want to keep swapping this thing in on hazards, especially because one of the moves I'm using has recoil on it, so this thing will eventually die if I keep swapping it in. He has Jirachi and Infernape for Stuff Rocks, so you can use either of them for a lead with Stuff Rocks. I'd picture him more using Jirachi than anything. I think if people were to bring, you'd probably want to bring like a sweeping set or just something like a wall breaker. Yeah, that's really about it for this thing. Next up is Majestic this weekend. We're running Skull, Toxic Rust, Calm with a Chest Bear. This thing will be our major check for Mecha Heracross and Infernape if it's physical. Other than that, the majority of his team is special, and maybe Jirachi, depending on what set he's running. Other than that, his thing is mainly just there to toxic stuff. Start whittling down his team. This will also play into Dusclops. If I can toxic things, then I can come in and hex him and just start doing mad damage, hopefully. I got Rust for recovery and then Calm Mind for setting up. If I'm in against a physical Infernape, I can set up. If I'm in against a Mega Heracross, not potentially set up, really, I mean, I could scald it and burn it. And yeah. That's about it, really. Yep. And then Mossmon is Tyranitar. Market Crunch for Jirachi and Latios. I got that's more. I got Rock Slide for Togekiss and Mantod and Honchko. This is just so if I'm stuck in with those, I can just do damage output, and they will not like a Rock Slide. And I'm using that over Stone Edge just so I don't miss. I don't have the best track record when it comes to hitting moves that aren't 100% accurate, as I've missed many like 80 accurate moves and 90 accurate moves, and I don't feel like missing a Stone Edge cost me with the game, really. I'm not in on that. Rocket Earthquake for Jolteon mainly, I think. Jolteon and Jirachi. Fuck. I can't speak. That's good thing. This thing has coverage against the majority of his team, actually. Now that I'm looking at it, everything but Heracross and Roserade, it can hit for super effective, which is nice to know. So this model as well will probably be a pivotal one in the game. So I probably want to keep this one alive as much as I can, which luckily has good base bulk when it goes in the sand. It does get the special defense boost, which is nice because the majority of his mons are special. So let's just hope that we can pull this thing in together. And like I Stealth Fox, pretty self-explanatory for Stealth Fox. Like, he has 3 flying types actually. So I doubt his team will really enjoy Stealth Fox, especially if he doesn't get him up. Although he does, that means he pretty much has 3 ways to get rid of him. All in the form of Defog, which is also nice. He defogs away his own rocks or something. As well, if he defogs mine away. this is about it. He has a fairly scary team. If he plays it correctly, we could potentially be in trouble. But whatever. I feel fairly confident. And hopefully we can come out with another win. Last week we 5-0'd. This week hopefully we can get a 6-0. Alright, yep. Hope you guys do enjoy.